Yay! I'm a retard!
Yo, what's up? What's up, man? What's up? What's going on, guys? It's Chops. Oh! Alright, so this week is probably, in general, so I don't know, it's another great week for me. It seems like everything's just getting better with anything I'm trying to do right now. The stream, like, before yesterday, the max was 170 viewers, which 170 people watching you play a video game is awesome. Especially if you're not League of Legends, because you can be anybody in League of Legends and you can get like 9,000 viewers. I don't know how that works. I'm not going to start playing League of Legends, but that's pretty ridiculous. But at the same time, you know, for Call of Duty, for streaming only for a month, 170 viewers in a stream is really cool. I got to about 600 followers. I'm running all sorts of nasty games, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm playing with the party or whatever. I plan on playing with people who view the game, but I'm not going to really call them subscribers or followers, because again, you're not subscribers or followers, you're people just like me trying to get better at the game, you know what I mean? And I respect that, so if you're going to sit there and you're gonna watch me stream, learn what you can, cool, dude, we're going to play some games together, man. I don't know, everything's good, everything's so good right now. There's a guy on my friends list, and if you ever get to hear it, I don't know, Laser, there's actually two people whose names I like to say over and over. Bits and Knife and Laser 3 Blazer, and they both have their little personality deals or whatever, but I just wanted to say that they're both in this video here. Nave showing me that cool little trick. I don't know how him and Ninja knew about that trick, and from different sources, but that proves how much I don't watch some of the more ridiculous videos that are on the internet. Actually, it proves that I really don't do much more than play the game itself, because I'm usually just playing, and that's probably why I don't watch as many videos. But apparently on Village, if you go and lay down under the well with a riot shield and akimbos on, and what you do is you lay down with the riot shield on your back or something, and then you try to stand up, and the riot shield blocks you and makes you wave around your akimbos like you're a retard. I thought that was interesting. It's funny. I want to know how you guys figure out that stuff, because I'm not the type of person who's like, all right, let's go into a private match and see if we can shoot through this hole in the wall. I'm not like that, you know. I'm not like Hastor shot me when we were playing 1v1 on a dome one day. He decided to shoot me in between this car, and I was like, what are you doing? How can you even see me? He's like, I can't see you. I'm like, well, how do you even know you can kill me? And he's like, I don't know, I just tried it. I'm like, dude, I don't have that kind of mindset, because, you know, I'm the type of player that I'm running at you face first, you're aiming at me, and I still kill you. You know what I mean? That's me. Like, oh, you're there? Cool. Drop shot. You know, stop aiming at me. Thanks, dog. By the way, I don't really like drop shotting, and I still don't like drop shotting, but I am definitely doing it a lot more because it is saving me from losing a bunch of gunfights that I would have won if they weren't just sitting there. You know what I mean? So it's like the ultimate way that I deal with people. Like, if you're in a corner and I can't just halo jump you out of the corner, I'm just gonna walk up to your face and drop shot you, and you're gonna die. It seems like I can understand. Like, all right. So recently, people have been complaining about, you know, people using, I don't know, subscribers or followers or whatever to give them a whole bunch of ballistic vests and infinite UAVs. So we got like a bunch of commentators on YouTube, and they get popular because of this game, but lots of people are like, but you use support. You know what I mean? Support takes final stand out of the game. Support takes martyrdom out of the game. Support takes dead man's hand out of the game. You know what I mean? And it also eliminates corner campers. So I can see why they would want that, because it's obviously really beneficial. Now, the players that I've seen play that particular playstyle, you guys know we're probably talking about 3 people. Like I said, I couldn't care less if you run support. Support doesn't mean shit to me, because I don't play as if I care if I die. Because if I did play as if I cared I died, I'd have way better positioning than I do. Don't get me wrong, I can play like that, but I don't. That's what I want to put out there. But those players, they kind of don't play like they care if they die, but at the same time, they definitely do try to rush really hard for, like, minute 40-second MOAB streaks or whatever, and they do care if they get buzz killed 3 off or 1 off, right? So I think their solution was, alright, well, let me see if I can get some people to run the supports for me, and that way I can have ballistic vests, and I can be human tank. I can know exactly where they are at with the UAVs, and we can make sure that they're always in the same spot. I can see how that makes sense. It's like basic mathematics. 2 + 2 = 4. Ballistic vest plus you equals they die. So when I watch like a gameplay like that, where they have ballistic vests on and they got people with UAVs and stuff, and they actually have 9 people working together to help this one guy do something amazing. You can't discredit the one guy, because he has to have skills that are good enough to be able to get really, really close to that without all of that stuff. And then when you give him that stuff, his gameplays and his skill level just goes over 9,000, and that's cool, man. I don't get why people complain about the fact that they use support. Now, if you're gonna sit here and say, well, it shouldn't be in the game, agreed, it shouldn't be in the game. It shouldn't be an option, but it is. When I go play Modern Warfare 2, they're like, hey man, we got infinite noob tubes and there's nothing you can do about it. And I'm like, shouldn't be in the game. Everybody agrees. Nobody likes getting danger close noob tubes. Even the danger close noob tubing guys don't like getting danger close noob tubed. You know what I mean? But they use it because it's pretty much the strongest class setup in the game to get the easiest kills. Now, you're probably not going to go do anything fantastic. You're not going to do anything but be cheap if you use that, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you can see why they do it. And at the end of the day, you can see why the people who get, 180 kill games, get 180 kill games, because it would be a 140 kill game, but they knew exactly where they were at all times, and they were able to take extra damage. You know what I mean? So, and the players weren't that good, and that's commendable, dude. Killing 180 people in a game is just... Anybody can land a flag, man. I've only seen about 3 or 4 people get 180 kills in the Modern Warfare 3 game. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can't discredit that ability. It has nothing to do with the whole vest thing. So, like, all these messages that they get on Twitter and all the hate that they get, like, it's just, once again, just people being jealous. There's Hastro's MOAB. Oh, there's another thing I wanted to talk about in this gameplay. There was a kid that left the game, and then another kid joined, and he immediately corner sprayed me, right? That's when I called the first MOAB in, because the MOAB is like the getter of all douchers. If you are against a douchebag player and you have a MOAB in your pocket, call it in immediately. Immediately. Like, if somebody backs out of the game and you got a MOAB in your pocket and there's a douchebag in your game ruining your lobby, they're the same type of people. I've noticed that, and this is true in like 99.9% of the time. If somebody gets MOAB, they're going to try to kill themselves, or they're going to try to quit the game, and chances are they're probably just going to try to quit the game. Especially if they're the type of person that thinks they're, actually a good player, even though they aren't, just because of their perks or whatever. So this kid, he corner spray pre-fired me or whatever, and I was like, that's cool, and I called him the MOAB, and guess what he did? He quit. You know why? Because he quits at the end of TDMs too. People like that are lame, man. Call of Duty. Community. If you hear this video, if you hear me, stop quitting. It's not good for you. You don't learn anything. You don't do any better. If you get MOAB, so what? Don't quit. If you're the final kill, so what? Don't quit. Because it's really annoying about this game. Anyway, random ramble on. Tomorrow we're going to have more concise subjects. I know I have to post tomorrow because I got all these gameplays, and Black Ops 2 is about to come out, man. So, anyway, I appreciate you guys watching the video. I love you guys. Alright, see you.